Greetings, everyone. I'd like to talk to you about what the vSphere mobile client is. My name is Tikhon Matev, and I'm part of the vSphere user interfaces team. For the past year and a half, our team has been developing a mobile application to help access your workloads while you're on the go. Before anything, I'd like to start with a quick disclaimer that parts of what we're talking about today may still be developed. VMware also does not commit to deliver any of the functionalities presented. And all the features we mentioned today may change and others may take their place based on demand. And although, as of the current moment, the vSphere mobile app is a publicly available thing that's free of charge, this could also be subject to change. Let's first take a step back and consider Jason. Jason is a cloud admin, and he is using his personal computer to monitor the data center workloads he's working on. But what if Jason needs to walk his dog, go grab some groceries, or take the train? This is where the vSphere mobile application comes in handy. It would help Jason monitor and troubleshoot his workloads while he is going on his daily activities. But how do we get there? How do we make sure that the app could be available to anyone using any version of any operating system on any device managing any workload? We wanted to cover the two major operating systems, and not only that, but also consider most of their recent versions. We also wanted to make sure the app could be used on any device, being that a tablet, phone, tablet, or even laptop with a mobile operating system. And the app had to be able to help you monitor your workload no matter where it is placed. Your private data center, your public cloud, on a physical host or Kubernetes cluster. By the way, some of the features mentioned below are either under development or being enhanced as we speak. Whenever possible, we will be indicating this with a timer icon on the lower right of each feature category. Speaking about features, the team wanted to make sure that the application takes full advantage of the mobile device. One way to do that was by allowing users to log in using biometrics such as fingerprint or Face ID. Another was sending push notifications for important entities, such as virtual machines, whenever an important event has happened. A good example for that is a VM holding critical workload being shut down, for instance. The other native experience we wanted to have is the touch and swipe gestures that each user is familiar with. We wanted to also present the most recent status and information from the data center, in the same time allow the user to browse through cached data when the connectivity is not present. And all these features meant that we need to consider the fact that this device has a small screen and could be used anywhere. The team worked hard to minimize all the dashboards and views so that they contain only the most important information. In the same time, the most requested feature, the console to the virtual machine, had to also be there. And although there may be many aspects we can iron out there, it is possible to access the console right now and have access to your virtual machines remotely. The team also considered actions which you could take on your entities, and not without the help of ample customer feedback. We outlined quick actions that could help you troubleshoot common problems. We also added bookmarks to the mix to make sure you could easily get to hosts, VMs, or clusters that are important to you. In the future, these could be integrated with the notification system to provide a feedback loop for critical workloads. Last but not least, we're constantly extending the list of integrations with products in the VMware's portfolio, such as VMware Tanzu, Horizon, and etc. But how much of this is real and how much is in the backlog? Well, this is the application as it looks today. On the right, you can see the vSphere desktop app that we have been shipping for several years now, and you should all be very familiar with. And on the left, there are two versions of a phone and a tablet that show the mobile application. All three screenshots show the same home screen of the applications. And Let's see a demo of what the application really looks like. First, we're greeted by the welcome screen here. In our case, we already have a vCenter server login safe. We could have many configurations and many different deployments, but let's log in using a fingerprint instead. We're then greeted by the home screen with an overview of total consumption and workloads deployed. In the end of the screen, we can see the list of objects with multiple alerts. Let's go to one of them. This screen gives us an overview of the cluster we selected, and we can see various information about its configuration and state. On the top, we can expand the list of issues to see more details. The list also allows us to execute actions on each of these issues, such as acknowledging an alarm or resetting it to green. The list is sorted by severity. Let's click Acknowledge now. We can also take a look at the performance of the cluster. In this case, for the past week, we have all the alarms and events in this cluster also in another screen next to the events, to the performance. Let's now go to the list of virtual machines, where we can see all of them listed in the same place. Clicking on a screenshot of a virtual machine takes us to the console, where we can interact with the virtual machine. We can also see a list of quick actions that we can execute on the virtual machine on the second tab. In the task screen, we can monitor all the recent tasks. And if we click on the icon on the top right, the eye icon, we can start monitoring this task, and we'll get a notification whenever it completes. Even if we close the app, if the task completes, we'll still get a notification, and we can click on it and get back to the application and see the result of the operation. Feedback is extremely important to us. The application has an integrated feedback form in the bottom of the home screen. We welcome any feedback because it's how we improve. You could also leave comments in the different application stores or write it to us directly on the email vSphere@vmware.com. Most important of all, if you like this app, please make sure your VMware representatives know that. We are still not prioritized, and we could use your help building up a strong case how important and useful this application is to you. And in conclusion, I'd like to share with you what we achieved so far. We're already at version 2.2.2 and have very well 18,000 unique users per month user base. We also receive a lot of praise from our users, which really humbles us and only makes us want to make the app even better. Last of all, thank you very much for your time.